training, we're going to be looking at website graphics. Now, it is not enough for you to know how to design a website, but it is good for you to also know how to design professional graphics for your website. I'm going to be showing you the tools and the resources that I use to design professional graphics for my website. So one of the tools that I use to design professional graphics for my website is the Adobe Fireworks, right? So I'm going to give you the Adobe Fireworks. You're going to see it in the section of this website, the resource section of this website. You go ahead and download it. I'm giving you the lower version of this software, should in case your system does not meet the requirement of the higher version. But I am using the higher version of this software on my website, so I don't want a situation whereby you will not be able to use this software. But just follow what I will be doing, because it's the same process that you are also going to be taking, and the interfaces are looking similar. So when you go to the resource section of this website, this training, you see the Fireworks. It's all you do is just double click on it, and so it's asking me for administrative privilege. So you just double click on it to install. So it's going to install on my system. Alright, so you just click on the next button, accept terms and conditions. You click on the next button, you create a shortcut on your system, then you click on next, and you click on install, and it's going to install right into your system. And after the installation, it will ask you to enter the serial key. So here is the serial key. This keygen will help you generate the serial key. So you just double click on this keygen, right? So you double click on this keygen, then you just copy this key. Just copy this key, or you can come here and change it to Fireworks 8, and you just copy this key. So let me copy this key, and I'll break this down. Please, this keygen, some antivirus will see it as a virus. So it will be very good for you to put off your antivirus on your system before you go ahead and then open the keygen, because your antivirus may see it as a virus and may want to corrupt the key. So you don't want to experience such. So you can just go ahead and put off your antivirus. So it's going to take some time to install. You just have to be patient with it and allow it to install. Right, so you see that, just click on launch, and because I already have this on my system, so but yours is not going to show this. It's going to tell you to enter a serial key. So you need to enter a serial key. Say I have a serial key, and enter a serial key. So I'm just going to click on finish on this. So it's going to open up that for me. So you see a problem was detected because I already have this on my system. So I'm just going to leave that. So I already have the Fireworks on my system. So I just go to my start and say Fireworks, and I'll just open it up. So you can see it on my desktop. That's how it's going to look like. But I'm using the CS6, so I'm just going to load up my desktop and load up my CS6. So another thing you might want to do is that you ensure that all your website files that you want to use, they are in one place. So as you can see, I told the client that I need information on this to do this website, and I told the client to go as far as getting a photographer to snap high quality images that we use for the design of the website, so I can give the client a very, very good site. And the client went ahead to the client went ahead to get all of these photos using a photographer. So let's just see some of them. So you can see them, high quality photos. So don't just be simple with your client. You can tell them to go ahead and take a very good snapshot of their products and they want to give to you, so that when you are putting them on the site, they really look so professional. So you see that's why I told the client to go very far to get all of these for me, and not just only get all of these for me. I also told the client to tell the guy to just use one same background for all of them. That is why you see all of these have just one same background. All right, so my fireworks has been, is ready. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to design the logo, so your client can still give you a logo to use for their website. But if they don't give you a logo to use, the logo is something that you can just also come up with. So you just go to File and go to New. Then for your logo, you say 300 by 100, and you ensure that this is transparent. So you click on OK. So what it means is that this area that is transparent is the 300 by 100, right? So it is very simple to use this software. This T here, in yours you might see A or something like that, but here is a T. Just me type something, so I can just click on it and type Jet Global. Alright, so I can decrease the text to be like, let's say 40, press enter. So can you see that? As little as this, it can just be a logo. Or let's say I want to do something like this, I can go to Google and say, logo ideas or NGO sites, something like that. So I'll click on images. Can you see that? So you go to tools and go to size and do large, so that you can have logos with very large size. So I can open it in a new tab. See that I can open that in a new tab, and let's go down. So whatever you're designing your site for, you can always just come to Google and get something very cool. So let's see this guy. So I can just right click on this guy and save this guy. So let me save this in the resources tab. Oh, so it's a UCH document. It's not a graphic document. So I can also turn it to graphic document. I can just come here and type sniping 2. Right? I click on my sniping 2 and I'll click on new, and I can just snipe this guy. So you see that? So it's going to turn to a PNG file. I click on save as. Right? I click on save as and say logo. Let me see the second guy here. This is too small. I don't like this. Can I get a better deal? So let's say I want to use this guy. See, do not like that guy. Okay, let's say I want to use this guy also. So that logo is not good and it's not sharp. So let's see this guy. Okay, so I can also just try to save this as a JPEG, save image as. So let's see the type. So it's a JPEG file, so that's cool. And I'll just save it here. Alright, so I can go to my fireworks and click on open. So let me go to my resources. I want to view these large icons, so I'll click on this and open it up. So you can see it has opened up, but it is not a PNG file. Even if it's a PNG file or not, I don't want this background to come with it. So I have a tool that I use to remove background from images, and that tool is called remove.bg. Remove.bg. So I can just go ahead and upload the image that I want to remove the background for. I used to offer this on Fiverr, and I was charging $5 to just get this done, and it takes me nothing less than 5 minutes to do that. So I'll just open it up, and automatically the background will be removed from this. Can you see that? So I'll just click on download. So it's going to download that file for me, and I can go back to my Fireworks and open that. So it will be on my download folder. So here is it. Can you see that? So see, the background has been removed, very neat. So I can just copy it and bring it to my design area and just paste it on my design area, then click done to resample. So can you see that? So I can just pick on this tool here. Can you see that? The scale tool. So this will turn to corners, then I will just drag and move and drag, right? So let me just drag. I can drag this one off and put it there, drag this one off and put it there. So now I only need this hand part, I don't need this guy here. So I'll just click on this tool. Look at this tool here, it's called the Marquee tool, and I will drag across this guy here and Control X. Control X means cut. So I'll just click on this tool, double click on outside, and this has been removed. So I can just drag all of these here, right? So I can put this here. Can you see that? So I can now bring my text. Let me do something like this. So I can decide to put my text like this. So I'm going to reduce the size to 30. So you can see that. Okay, let me do something like this. Jet Global. So I can have this guy here, and I can increase the size like this also. Can you see that? So this is very cool. I can decide to just call this guy off here. I'll cut it off here. Backspace, right? So there's something like reject, right? And I'll pick up my tool again and type global here. Let me say global. So I can reduce the size of this to like say 30. So I can have this guy here. I can have this guy here. I can increase this guy's size like this. Can you see that? So that's very cool, and I can just simply bring this guy here to. Okay, I think this is cool. I'll bring this guy here. I can even try to raise this. Okay, it's not bad either. So let me just increase this. So we just move, just be flexible with it. I can decide to change this color to whatever color I want. Let's say blue color. You can see that. I can even do this guy like this. Look at it. I want to make the color too. So I'll click on it. I'll say Ctrl Z, Ctrl C, Ctrl V. Means it is 2 now. So we see that I can shift this one down. Can you see that? So let me add another color to this guy. Let me give it this color. Can you see that? So I can bring it here. So you see what I just got. So, but this is not what I want, so I'll just delete it. Let me give you another idea. I want to do something like Jumia. I can just do Jumia. Alright, so I can increase the size very well. So you see that Jumia, Ctrl C, Ctrl V. I'll bring this down and change this to white. So let's see, okay, now we change it to black. So I'll just select it all and Ctrl G means group both. I can put this here. Let me go to Google and I can do something like cats.png. So I'll click on images and I'll be able to see a lot of cats. So let's say like this guy, I want to open a new tab. Yes, so this already is coming like a PNG without a background. So it's unnamed, so I'll just save it, and instead of clicking on open for it, I'll just go to file, I'll click on what? Import. So I'm not using open again, I just want to import and drag here. So I go to desktop and resources, what's the name? Unnamed, so I can import and just drag here like this. So you can see that, so I can just position this like this. Alright, so you see that's very awesome. So when I'm done with this, I just click on file, I'll just click on image preview, and I'll set this to PNG 32 or JPEG. So when you put JPEG, it's going to come with a background, white background, but I don't want it to have a background, I want it to be transparent. So I'll just put PNG 32 and I'm going to export this to where I want to start using that. So Jumia logo. So you see that, so that's how to design a logo. So but the client has given me a logo, so if a client does not give you a logo, I'll just go ahead and do that. So let me just open this and click on Get Global. I think the client gave me a logo. Alright, look at the logo the client gave to me, and as you can see, this logo is not too good, and the recommendation of logo should be, should be something like 300 by 100. That is the recommended size for logo. So the logo should be slanting and not vertical. So but I'm going to work on this logo and make it slanting. So let me just first of all try to reduce this logo. I will reduce it like this. So I'll reduce this logo, I'll bring it down here and see how I can manipulate this logo. So to first of all manipulate this logo, let me see if I can cut this guy off. Can I cut this guy off? Let me see if I can cut this guy. Wow, this logo will be very difficult for me to manipulate. Very difficult because the web designer does not, the graphic guy did not really try. So how am I going to do this? If I do something like this, okay, does this make sense? Wow, this does not really make sense. So Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z. So let me just copy the logo and take to my size and put it here. So let me see if I can reduce this to something meaningful. So I'll make this background white. Let me just make it white. Sorry. Choose the white side of it. Oh my god, this logo is very complicated. Okay, I know what I will do. Yes, let's do something like this. So that'll be my logo sign, and I am going to have to write the text Get Global. So I'm going to do this page jets. So let me just do fidgets. I'll do something like that so that I can have something very, very cool. So I will use this size to this. So some client will tell you, hey, don't manipulate my logo, just leave my logo the way it is. So it's left for them. But for this, I need to manipulate it because I want to get out something that I really like. So I'll just choose this green here and see. Okay, what about if I choose this green here and let me say red here, this red here. Yeah, I think this looks cool and good. So I'm trying to so this is very cool. So I'll just click on image preview and see it already has the white background. So I'll leave it that way and I'll manipulate it that way. So I'll say Jet Global logo. So please, when you're saving, save like that. Don't just save anyhow. So now let's go back to my back end of my website. I want to upload my logo, so I go to DV and I go to theme options. I go to upload and I'm going to select files. Then I'm going to bring up this logo. So I'm going to save logo and I'm going to save changes. So I'll come here and I will refresh this. Alright, so you see the logo sitting down here comfortably well, right? So you see the logo sitting down comfortably well. So I'm going to adjust this logo. I want it to look so bigger a little bit and come up. So I'll just click on appearance, customize, and I'll right click and open this in a new tab. So I'll go to header and then I'll say primary menu. So you see the menu height and the logo height. So I will just increase the menu height a little bit. That's 65 and I'll make the logo also 65. So I'll publish that, refresh that, and let's see what we have. Alright, so this is cool. I think I like oh, Fedjet. I think there's a mistake. Fed, there should be like this. Fed Dutch jet. Yes, so I'm going to save that again. So just go to save that again. I'm going to go to my sites, upload, and click on upload files, click on select files, and bring up this to replace that. So select this and I'll save changes. I'm going to refresh this. Awesome. So the next thing we're going to do is the favicon. So you see this showing here. Every site has a favicon. This guy's favicon, this one favicon, this one favicon. So I'm just going to design my favicon. So I'll say Control New, which is Control N, and I will say 560 by 560. Right? 560 by 560. Okay, that's too much. So let me say 250 by 250. Alright, that's cool for me. So I'm just going to use, what am I going to use now? So let me just copy this guy and bring it here. Put this guy here. And drag this guy and see what will come out from this. Wow, this logo is complicated. To be very, very sincere and okay. So we're going to use this as the favicon and see how it's going to appear. So please make it JPEG and from the PNG. So I'll just export this and I'll call it favicon. So let's go ahead and go to this custom tab, click on the back, back again, then click on general settings, site identity, select icon, upload files, select files, and you bring up this. So you see this is just a 512 by 512. So, but I'm okay with what I'm doing, so I'll just crop images and publish. So this is the way it's going to show. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. So I'm just going to leave it that way because the logo is complicated. Alright, so that is how to design a logo and design the favicon. For the next step of this tutorial, we're going to talk about how you can start designing your website and putting slides on your website.